victories for Tea Party activists. And that made the timing of a national convention in Nashville next month just about perfect. But what was supposed to be a celebration of the power of the Tea Partiers instead has turned into a bit of a turf war. The convention now is in danger of exposing rifts in the movement. Joining us is the founder of Tea Party Nation and the convention organizer, Judson Phillips, and in California, Sarah Bond of the Southern California Tax Revolt Coalition. Good to see you both. So, Judson, you know, I got wind of this when I first saw that the ticket to this convention was $549 and realized that yours is not a nonprofit organization. Now, we like profit at Scoreboard. We love the notion of we're a profit-making country, but it led to some people who became disheartened. Philip Glass, National Director of National Precinct Alliance, was supposed to speak there. He pulled out saying, we are very concerned about the appearance of TPN profiteering and the exploitation of grassroots movements. What do you answer to that?
Well, Philip was very anxious to appear with us until at the last minute he suddenly demanded that we comp him a bunch of convention tickets that we didn't have, give him some concessions, paying hotel rooms, some other things we weren't doing for anybody else. And then when we said, no, that's just not an option, suddenly he has concerns. Give me a break here. He used it as an excuse. As far as Tea Party Nation is concerned in the event's going to be a fantastic event. We're trying to throw a first-class event. And what's nice about Tea Party Nation, we don't ask anything from any of our 12,000 members. We don't ask people to pay dues. We don't ask for donations. We use the capitalist system to go ahead and fund this particular organization so we can use the resources to help advance this cause.
Well, hopefully you're going to make a profit. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a profit-making institute. If you make a profit at the end, that's not bad, is it?
Well, it's not bad. At this point, it looks like we're going to break even, and so the big goal out of all this was simply not break even.
Now, Sarah Bond, the fact is there are a lot of people all over the country, thousands of people, you know, workers who did this in their spare time at night, housewives who did it in between their kids' naps, et cetera. I mean, that's what I think the Tea Party means to a lot of folks like you, right?
Well, it does, but there is a lot of experimenting going on right now in terms of trying to educate activists on how to best mobilize the volunteers that we have. And I give Judson the benefit of the doubt that this convention that he's put together you know, was a way of bringing people together. Is it the ideal model for long-term, you know, organization for the Tea Party? Maybe, maybe not. You know, webinars and conference calls are obviously more cost-effective, and we've used those, you know, to great advantage in the Tea Party. But I know that, you know, there's also the value of camaraderie, and I know that there are a lot of people going to this convention that are just looking forward to sharing time and ideas with like-minded people, and they've saved their pennies.
Hey, and if they can afford the $549 ticket, all the power to them. But Judson, I'm just wondering whether the Tea Party will eventually become a party, a political party with a stance and that would put sort of rules into the way you do business that might not allow this sort of thing.
You know, I don't know what the future will bring. Right now, I can tell you my own personal position, and I will emphasize I'm not the leader of the Tea Party movement, do not want to be a leader of the Tea Party movement. I'm just who I am. My personal position is I don't think the Tea Party should become a third party. All I think that does is split the conservative vote and will ensure the liberals stay in power, and none of us think that's a good thing.
Sarah, what about you?
I don't see the function of the Tea Party to become an actual political party. You know, we're a platform for the people to be a watchdog for the political process and our elected officials. If we become a political party, we run the risk of, you know, falling into the same, you know, problems that our existing parties already have.
My feeling, by the way, talking to both of you now, because I just read one piece in the New York Times about this. The rift is maybe being made a lot bigger by the people who don't like the Tea Parties than it deserves to be. There doesn't seem to be a heck of a lot of rift here, guys. Hey, Judson Phillips, Sarah Bond, wonderful to see both of you. Best of luck to you, Judson.
David, thank you so much. Thank you, Sarah. You're a great American, and I appreciate it.
Good to have you all here.
You too, Judson.
Thanks very much for being here. Coming up on deck, a woman who is not part